Hello everyone, through this video I'm going to start a new tutorial series where I will be covering how to build your own AI agents. But those AI agents will be, around the software development life cycle. First, we will understand what precisely the AI agents are. We will see a very simple example of AI agents, and then we will start building AI agents which will be to helping you on your day-to-day activity when it comes to a software development. Okay, so the very first questions comes into the mind, what exactly the AI agents is, right? Is it a chatbot? It is, interacting with the large language model, or what precisely it is, right? So to understand the AI agent, I think everybody who is watching this, they have a very high level idea. AI agents are nothing but where you can provide any task and it autonomously, just execute that task and, do everything, whatever is needed to fulfill that task, right? So the simple definition, think of AI agent as an LLM that can think, decide, act, observe, and repeat, right? What does it mean? Whenever you provide any task to, any LLM, what exactly it does, right? But you are not only interacting directly with the LLMs, but you are writing a lot of code around the LLM interaction so that we can achieve this loop, what you are seeing on the screen where it says, first it has to think. Think means he has to understand what would it take to just complete the task which user is asking. Then what kind of decision needs to be made? What kind of action needs to be taken? Then it is going to observe the output of that action, and then it will reconcile whether the task goal is achieved or not. If not, then it is going to be repeat the same cycle starting from thinking, right? So what are the components which we need to build in AI agents? The very first and the important thing is LLM, the large language model, because the large language model can understand and generate any text. And text can be anything. It can be your code, it can be your testing logic, it can be anything. It can be image, it can be video, whatever you can think of. The large language models, general model, basically just train on all kind of data which is available over the internet, right? Then we have some tools meaning large language model can understand the text, generate the text according to what we are asking. But if that task, if we ask something where it has to execute some external tool, for example, interacting with the database, calling some API, right? Or interacting with something else, right? Any kind of tool. That tool can be anything which we are going to write so that we can understand from the code perspective what that tool is. Then once we have a large language model who can decide, who can, dissect our task into a small, activities, then it decide whether any tools needs to be executed or not. So LLM will decide that. And then we have to create the loop, which I just mentioned. Think, decide, act, observe, and repeat, right? Then it has to go into the loop until or unless we just achieve the task, whatever is requested to the AI agent. And then memory is something where we have to keep storing, and we will understand why do we need a memory, right? Just to summarize the entire theory part, which I have done, which I have just explained. The very first thing is user asks questions, this LLM things means under the AI agent, you have the very first interaction with the LLM. So that question actually get routed to the LLM. Then LLM thinks and figure it out whether it needs to divide that task into the small activities or not. And then whether that activity, to fulfill that activity, whether it needs to call any tool or not. Once it decide whether it has to execute a tool, then it will check whether the result of a tool is fulfilling that small activity or not. And then LLM thinks again, right? And this loops actually goes on and on until or unless your entire activity is done. And then it's checked whether your entire task is done, which is a combination of all small activity. And then it gets the final answer, right? So now just to make it very easy, I have just, chosen a very small, simple, components like Ollama. So now the question becomes, what is Ollama? Ollama is through which you can just any large language model locally on your machine. So what does it mean? It means you don't need any subscription for any of the large language model like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, or Grok, or any. So there are a lot of models, just to understand the AI agent, there are a lot of models which are available on Ollama. So what you need to do is you have to just, search for the Ollama. It will just take you to this ollama.com, right? And here you will see a very simple website, and there you have to just install it based on your operating system, right? So now what you need to do, you have to click on this download Ollama. Here you can see Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. I am on Windows, so you can directly download the installer as well, or through PowerShell, you can do that. Similarly, with the Linux, you can just get this command, go to your Linux terminal, and you can hit this command, and Ollama will be installed. Same thing with the Mac OS, right? So once you just install it, download for Windows. I have already installed it. And once you just go to the command prompt, you know, right? This is how it would look like. I can quickly show you that. Once you install that, you would be able to list the Ollama. So these are the three models, which I have downloaded, right? How can I get the list of the models which are available on Ollama? For that, you have to click on this models. Here you can see all the models like Mistral, Gemma from Google, 23.5, right? So you can search any popular here, any model, and you can just take them, right? So let's example, if I'm going to use the Queen 3.5, I can search for that and I can see the Queen 3.5 family over here, right? Then we have a different, size. Here you can see 3.5 latest, which require minimum 6.6 GB of RAM. But if you have a GPU, that is going to speed up, execution of this large language model, because this requires a huge amount of the memory. Since my desktop is already having a GPU, I can quickly show you that. Task manager. I have just GPU RTX 4090 with 8 GB RAM. So I can quickly come here. You can see this GPU 0, which is the integrated part of our simple CPU, but this is the NVIDIA GPU, GeForce RTX 4090. I have 8 GB VRAM. Right, so to run this 6.6 GB, which I have already downloaded, I'm just going to show you how you can do that. Okay, so come here, it's 6.6 GB. What does it mean? The size of this entire model is this one. So if I just run this one, it will be easily able to accommodate on this 8 GB VRAM. But what would happen if we don't have this much of, amount? So for example, if we just downloaded any other, let's say, which one? Let's say 35, it's 24 GB. Let me quickly copy this. So this will give you the idea how we can. So we can simply put Ollama, pull, or we want if you can run as well. But let's first pull it. So once you pull it, this will be downloaded and it is available on your local machine for you to run. But if I just run this 35 billion parameters, it's required 24 GB. But I have only 8 GB RAM. What does it mean? It is going to borrow the system RAM. In my case, that is 64 GB. Right? So, but what would happen when it is having both the combination of GPU RAM as well as the CPU main memory RAM, then the speed is going to be a little bit slower, right? Because this memory is not directly meant for the way GPU memories are, right? So this is how you can have your locally running models, right? I have already, run, one model. You can also see that in my machine. Okay, come here. So the command is very simple. Once you download this, you have to just run Ollama run and your model name. I have already run this Ollama run 23.590. You can ask any question. Let me just ask what is AI agents? Please explain in 2 to 3 lines. Okay. Right? So now it's, just working to figure out what is AI agent. It's just doing a thinking. So it's basically trying to reasoning out like what exactly you are asking, and it's just, dividing that. What is AI agent? Please explain 239. It's trying to understand what exactly being asked and how it has to, build the response for you, right? So this is what it is doing. Once that is done, it means that this model is running on our local machine and we are ready to start using that, and we are ready to build our first AI agent, right? So now we have all Ollama installed. We can download the model, we can run the model. The next thing which we can do, which we need to do, how we are going to interact, with this Ollama. And for that, we are going to use a LangChain library. Okay, so the LangChain library is the easiest way to build the AI agent. There we have LangGraph, LangSmith as well, but that is something which we're going to cover once we are done with the beginner level tutorial series, right? So LangChain is the easiest ways to start building agent and application powered by. So the how we can get this LangChain, right? To get the LangChain, let's get into the Python code. And I'm using a PyCharm ideally. I have already built, I have already created this project. You can also do that. So I have created this directly GitLab repo. Then I have this AI agent tutorial, right? So I'm just gonna first put the requirements.txt. Okay, and in this, you can just put LangChain, and there is another LangChain for Ollama, right? Because we are interacting with, Ollama based, locally running large language model. So let's quickly see. Okay, so we have this, right? 7th April 2026, right? So this library is just extension for the LangChain, but this one is dedicatedly meant for Ollama based running locally network large language model interaction, right? So once we have this installed, so how we can do that? So these are the two main libraries or the dependency we need, and we can quickly get inside GitLab repo agent, and we can simply put it install store dash r requirement. So it is going to just install that. Okay. Once that is installed, the simple code which we will be writing. Okay, so let me just quickly borrow a simple code over here, and I'll just quickly explain these few lines of code. And if this works, this is gonna be ensuring that session one dot and we can simply write these few lines of code. The very first line says Langchain_ollama, which is the library which is going to help us to interact with the locally running large language model with the help of Ollama, right? And we are currently running Queen 3.59b, and the command was very simple. The first thing which you have to do is you have to just download this 9 billion parameter, and then you can run, or if you just directly run, if you just use run, and if this model is not locally downloaded, then first it will download and just start running for that, right? So all you need to do is to just ensure that these two commands, so first you have to install the Ollama, then you have to run these two commands so that this particular model is running your local, right? So in this Langchain-ollama, you have to import this chat Ollama. Basically, it is good to allow you to just interact with the Ollama. So the only thing right now you have to provide is model, because it's internally running, and there is no other parameter needs to be passed on, because it's directly interacting with the port on which these model actually runs, right? How can we verify that? We can simply put here check Ollama previous, right? So now we can see this is running over here, right? So it's pretty much same like Docker commands. If you just see Docker pull, Docker run, Docker ps, you can see all these kind of stuff. Okay, and in next video we are going to just see in a little bit of more detail, right? So now what we need to do is we have to just tell which model we have to interact with. So we are currently using Quint 3.5 9 billion parameters, right? So all you need to do is very simple, just put this into the chat Ollama, and we are creating this variable LLM. So this is going to just return an object, and then this LLM is having an invoke function where we can ask any question, what is agent, and then we are going to just respond. If this works, it means that we are all set to write our first AI agent with the help of a large language model, which we're going to cover in our next video. So let's quickly run this. Run session one. It is going to take some time, but in the meantime, we can just see how the task manager is doing, right? So we can come here in the GPU. Let's see over here, if you just look at this part, right? Earlier, this 8 GB, Now, since we have requested, we have asked something to our large language model. Here you can see it's consumed 77.38 GB out of 8 GB. Right? Utilization is 61%. Here we can see, let's quickly come back. Once this is done, then this memory utilization will reduce. Here we can see still it is doing its own job. It's magic. Okay. So that's the reason I was saying you have to be very careful. If you don't have enough memory, you have to choose those models which can be run in a less amount of memory. Otherwise, the performance will be pretty slow, right? But let's see if that has written. Now we can see it's ran successful. And we can see the markdown over here, right? Artificial intelligence, technology like machine learning, blah, 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 to adopt, learn, and operate with some level of independence. Here is the breakdown of their key aspect, right? So what we can do looks like from here, we can simply get. We can just verify, we can just, do whatever we want with this. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, let's see. We can simply say sponsor. Okay, so we can simply see what's going on. And we can okay. So we can simply, remove these all these kind of stuff, whatever here, whatever we are seeing here. But what we can see, AI agent are autonomous. So let's quickly, or semi-autonomous software system designed to perform tasks, make decision, and interact with the user or environment to achieve specific goals. They go beyond traditional program by using artificial intelligence technology, blah blah blah. So it looks good, right? Because we are using a very lower size model, which is only a 9 billion parameter. If we just look at here, on our Ollama side, we can see 397 billion as well. We have 5 billion 22 GB, right? So we have very, high, very huge size of model as well. But since we don't have enough memory, that's the reason we are just trying to understand the very conceptual knowledge, how we can write our AI agent. And for that purpose, this is good enough, right? So that's pretty much it for this particular video. In our next part, we are going to write our very first AI agent with a very simple tools interaction. First, we will understand what exactly the AI agent, then we will try to add 2 or 3 tools to it, and we will see how large language model decide in which situation which tools to be executed, and then it just how it actually verifies whether the requested task is completed or not, and how it goes into the loop again and again until or unless the task is done. And that is how this AI agent gets the autonomous behavior where no human intervention is required, and this LLM is actually doing all the magic for us, right? So that's pretty much it from my side for this particular video, and stay tuned for my next video where we are going to write our very first AI agent. Thanks for watching this, and as always, stay healthy and keep learning new things.